What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and in this video we are knocking out some Cherokee projects.
As you can tell, there's no rear bumper on the Cherokee. Cassie swapped our stock bumper for a set of LJ wheels, which is a pretty good trade if you ask me. And that gives us an excuse to upgrade to a heavy-duty rear bumper. Now this is a DIY bumper kit from Barnes 4-Wheel Drive, designed for the rear of a Cherokee. Everything we need to weld this together at home and bolt it onto the Cherokee.
We're gonna knock out this bumper. We have a skid plate for the Jeep we're gonna put on, transfer case skid plate. We're still on stock diff covers, no skid plates, factory bumpers. We need to beef this up a little bit before we take it off-road and really crunch it up.
And in other good news, we finally have brackets arriving today so we can get this race Jeep put back together and start testing it out. But before we get to all that, I wanna knock out these Cherokee projects so we can get this out of the shop.
A little over a year ago, we did a similar project on the silver LJ DIY rear bumper, and it looked fantastic, turned out great. But there is one thing I'm gonna do different on this one. I'm gonna go ahead and sand the bumper and all of the brackets before we weld them together. I did not do that last time, and it was kind of hard getting a similar texture on all the brackets just because the sander wouldn't fit up in there. Before we do any welding, I'm gonna sand all of this down lightly just so we remove any, shipping damages, bend lines, marks, and it's gonna be easier. That way we don't have to. Are you okay over there, dude? Yeah? Get it out. Shoot it. Any more?
So we're gonna lay out everything in the correct orientation. So all these brackets luckily have little tabs to perfectly position them where they need to get tack welded on. So we're gonna start with the actual mounting brackets. We want the dog legs to face the outboard side. Gonna line everything up in these slots. This ties right into those dots. And then the corner pieces have one little alignment tab on this corner here. Just gonna center up on those two. We're gonna hold it in place once everything's nice and flush, tack that. And the rest is pretty simple. We'll move over to the receiver hitch, slide that in, and put our two chain gussets right on the tip.
Before we go ahead and start welding this bumper all the way up, we're gonna throw it on the Jeep and do a quick test fit.
That looks really good. Once we suck the bolts up, it's gonna suck up higher, but everything fits good, it clears well. All the bolt holes line up behind there. Let's weld this bumper out.
On projects like these, I like starting off with welding the inside. That's gonna let us dial in the welder to the correct settings. You get practice with your welds, and you can lay them down as good as you can by the time you get to the outside. That way, hopefully you don't have to grind down your weld. And to make it look even better in the end, grab a can of anti-spatter spray, mostly for the outside, but this is going to prevent any weld spatter from sticking to the metal. Really cleans it up, cuts down on prep time after welding. That's not a good sign.
This is not what I like seeing during a welding project. I have my backup weekend gas bottle, but I don't have my backup spool. Shucks. I think that is it. Anti-spatter spray really worked well. As you can tell, like there's minimal cleanup. Everything just brushes right off. Super neat, super slick. I am happy with how this turned out. Now the next thing is to clean it up real good, and I gotta decide if we want to clean any of this up. I think this would look really neat if we ground these welds down. It would just give it more of a like a finished look, but it looks pretty cool with the welds. I'm happy with it.
And just like that, our bumper is finished up and ready to get installed on the Jeep.
4 bolts on each side, just like the factory one. And they do give us some extra supports that go down here, like the factory ones. We tie those into the unibody, but I don't have this side. So Barnes 4-wheel drive has the nut strip setups for the rear if you want to do an additional tie-in, which I would if you're planning to wheel this thing. But hit it with some coats of the Ace Hardware satin black rust stop finish, and it turned out fantastic. We're gonna get this bolted on here very soon. But earlier on in the video, I had mentioned that I was waiting for brackets to come in on the front axle, and got a little carried away and actually just completely finished up the whole thing because it had to happen. We're running out of time. King of the Hammers is January. We're leaving here like January, late January. So got everything buttoned up, and it took a little bit more work than expected. So while it still is a Dana 60, the center section is larger than the previous housing. So everything else still bolted up. Just had to do kind of a little bit of rework on the hydro assist mounting, the bump stops, but long story short, this go around Dynatrac 60 center section, 4-inch tubes, 40 spline, kingpin outers, you know, pretty much the same axle, just with a different center section. This time, trussed with a 1/2-inch top plate, fully boxed in. You know, the truss goes all the way over there. What else? We got our center little ram basher here. It's 1.5-inch tubing, 1/4-inch wall, center disconnect, so we can still service the diff. And it's plated and gusseted up on top. So this should not be going anywhere, and I'm really liking this setup. So that was the major thing that we had to knock out for hammers this year. Prep is still going to continue. I'm going down to Texas tomorrow, play with the Coast Guard a little bit, get some money for hammers. But the Jeep, I'm hoping to load it up. We're gonna take it to Offroad Addiction because Rob from Offroad Addiction, the owner, is going to be co-driving this year. Mike Jury, he is still co-driving. We're gonna mix it up. He's still on the team. I think we're gonna start introducing Rob to some co-driving. So I think it's gonna be pretty fun. Either way, he needs to learn this rig, take a look around it, see how he feels in it, and just put hands on it so out at Hammers when something breaks, it's gonna happen. Something always breaks. But you know, he'll be more familiar with the rig. So definitely check out Offroad Addiction on their YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. Hopefully we'll see this in some shots. You know, it's looking pretty good over there. But long story short, let's get this bumper on. I know we said we were gonna tackle some skid plate things. It's just not gonna happen in this video. So let's get this bumper bolted up and see how it looks on the Jeep. Oh man, that sucks. All right, this takes a long time. So there's 4 bolts in a pocket. It's really hard to get to, and it's pretty frustrating, but we're gonna have to find a way to knock them all out. So luckily everything fits up in there, but it's just gonna be a while. Let's see what she looks like. Oh, I should have definitely made sure that fit before I slammed the tailgate. But that looks good. I am liking it. Okay, so here's what I was talking about earlier. They're definitely designed for a cut and fold style rear quarter, which is something I plan on doing to this one anyways, just because there is some bubbling that's starting to happen back here. So that's gonna get cut out anyway. It's gonna help us fit bigger tires and of course, keep this out of the rocks. That is a nice looking bumper. Still gives us a little protection off of the back hatch so we're not slamming into trees, but plenty of clearance for hopping off a rock or an obstacle. I am digging it. So that is done, and unfortunately, that is probably gonna be it. I gotta go down to the house, pack, and head out tomorrow, but I don't know. I gotta see if this is even worth putting out as a video. Really wish I covered a little more of the front axle, but there was just so much going on, and really wanted to get this thing done that we still have to go through and test it out, do a shakedown run, have Rob sit in there and make sure, you know, he gets familiar with it. So there's a lot to do before Hammers, and I don't want to focus too much only on the race Jeep. There's still a lot of other projects going on. So I'm glad to see this bumper get finished up, and it looks very nice. I'm digging the black because it kind of matches the rough country wheels. It's gonna be a really nice look once we get fenders and
rock sliders, and all the goodies on it. Stay tuned for another video, guys. Thanks for watching as always. Please give the video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you guys later.
Maggie, you got the ball? They're in love. Psych, he said, give me that ball, girl.
All right, we'll see you later.